Hello everybody, this is Uhfgood, and today I am continuing on with this rollerball tutorial, and it's all about collecting, scoring, and building. And what is the deal with that? Oh, it's a little recording icon. And honestly, I should have started Unity, and we'll see. I will let this load up, and then I will resize this. And of course, you know I didn't start this guy off yet. Just should have already. Should have had everything ready, and I was distracted, I think. Okay, so we're only a minute in. Okay, start. And we'll see that at 10 minutes. And now we're collecting, scoring, and building the game. And we'll see if I'm successful in this. I might be able to start doing my actual demo, little test thingy Blender. Man, shouldn't cut off like that. Something to do with where I'm sitting. There we go. Still, what? What? Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay. So, let's see if we can get some of this knocked out here. Creating collectible objects, collecting the pickup objects, displaying the score and text, building the game. That's all I need. Rollerball project, simple. Okay, rolling ball game. Fourth of the 4 tutorials in the project shows how to create the pickup collectibles. Place them on the play area. Add a script enabling the ball to pick those collectibles, and make simple scoring skills. Follow me to demonstrate how to build create a build of the game that run outside the Unity engine. So I wonder why 4 is actually 4 is actually, let's actually scroll down here. 3, 4. 4 is there. It's just not linkable, I guess. Okay, so let's let's kind of get into this, right? Alrighty, let's see here.
Next, let's create our collectible objects. Create a new cube.
And I will do that in just a moment. But first I need to speed up my playback and make sure everything's going.
And rename it Pickup.
Pickup.
Reset the Pickup's transform to origin. Focus the scene view camera on the Pickup object. The player game object is in the way. Let's select the player game object and deselect the checkbox in front of the name field. This is the game object's active checkbox. Deselecting it will deactivate the game object in the scene. This will give us a clear working space for our new pickup object. The cube is buried in the plane, just like our player's sphere was when we started this project. The cube is also a regular shape, 1 by 1 by 1. So let's lift it up by half a unit, and we know it's resting on the plane. This cube will be our pickup object. To be effective, it must attract the attention of the player. So let's make the cube more attractive. We will start by making it smaller. This will also give it the effect of floating above the play area. Both will help identify this object as special. Not enough, however. Let's tilt it over. 45, 45, 45 in each of the axes of the transform's rotation.
Okay.
Better, but not sexy enough. One thing I feel certainly attracts the attention of a player, and that is movement. So let's rotate the cube. To do this, we need a script.
Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do like it said. So let's just zoom in here. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is we want to create a new object. Let's go ahead and create 3D object cube. We'll call this, does it just pick up even with the space? Okay. Okay, pick up. Oh. Pick up. Well, I'll do it like this. as one word, so hopefully we won't get confused here, right? Okay, so the next thing we want to do is we want to select the player, and we want to say there. And so we deactivate it, and we go back to the pickup, and then we jump it up 0.5 so it's sitting, and then we scale it down like it said, 5, 0.5, 0.5, and we go ahead and rotate 45, 45, 45, and that's the way it shows it. And actually I should, okay, that means I got to do it again, reset, and it didn't actually need that, so let's do this again. 5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 45, 45, 45, and we're going to save it, and we're going to,
With the pickup object selected, use the Add Component button in the inspector. Create a new script called Rotator. Click Create and Add to confirm. Organize the script by placing it in the Scripts folder, and open it for editing. We want the cube to spin, and we want to do it with this script.
alright, let's just do that really quickly. So let's, we're going to add, see something here. Selection mark is there. Okay. Let's go ahead and add component, new script, rotator, create and add. Okay. So rotator should be going into scripts, and let's go into scripts, and let's go ahead and actually let's not do that. Let's click on my pickup here. Okay, I do have the script thing in there. Okay, good. And we go double click so that this can start up, right? And there we go. And we go back to that. No, we don't. Go back to that.
Let's remove the sample code we don't need. We will not be using forces, so we can use update rather than fixed update. We have already set the transform rotation in the transform component to 45, 45, 45 for the X, Y, and Z axes, but these values don't change by themselves. We want to change these values every frame. To make the cube spin, we don't want to set the transform rotation, but we want to rotate the transform. Next, type transform inside update. Select it and hold down the control key on the PC or the command key on the Mac and type single quote. Again, this brings up the page with the search term transform. Select transform. This brings up the transform page in the documentation. There are two main ways to affect the transform. These are translate and rotate. Translate moves the game object by its transform. Rotate rotates the game object by its transform. We will use rotate. So let's click on the link, and this brings up the page for transform rotate. Note again the two signatures and the two possible overrides, one using a vector 3 and the other using 3 float values for X, Y, and Z. Both overrides have the optional parameter space, which we will leave at default for this lesson. Again, we will choose the most simple form that only uses the vector 3 for direction. Let's return to our code. After transform, and make sure transform is written to begin with a lowercase t, write rotate. New, vector 3, 15, 30, 45. Now this action also needs to be smooth and frame rate independent, so we need to multiply the vector 3 value by time.delta time. Save this script and return to Unity.
Okay, let's see if I can do that, right? Let's go ahead and take, let's take this out. Take you out. And let's go ahead and do this transform, not rotate. Right, new vector 3, let's say 15, 30, 45. Okay, and I think actually that's it. if I remember right. I have to back it up here just a hair. Oh, right. Times delta time. Right. Times time dot delta time. Just like so. And then we need to return to Unity.
Test by entering play mode, and our pickup object rotates.
Okay. Very nice, very nice. All right. Rotating cubes.
Let's exit play mode. Okay, we have the start of a working pickup object. Next, we want to place these around the game area.
And I want to do one more thing, and that is this should actually always be on top, and I want to stop here and I want to reset, and I want to say thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.